All right, let's see what this baby will do. Hey guys, welcome back to Vanguard Motor Sales. I'm Greg, and that is a Cobra. She is absolutely beautiful. It's an RT4. It's got the new suspension, and under the hood, Coyote power. Let's take a look. That gray with the silver stripes is just looking amazing. See that the stripes have been outlined with black pinstriping, and then you can see the little faint line right here. The car's actually got one of those clear bras on the front end of this thing to help you cut down on any stone chips you may get driving this baby. And I would drive it. You got to go to the car shows, man. This thing will draw a crowd wherever you go. And look at those wheels and tires there, man. Those are the true knockoffs, just like they used to run back in the day, man. Now, to get these off, you knock them forward, no matter which side you're on. If you're on a passenger side, you always knock them off forward. Now, you can also see that the stainless pipes are all polished up and looking sweet. Got the heat shield on there, trying to protect your legs a little bit. We'll get on the interior here also. You can see it's got brand new 4-point harnesses in there. Now you can either fasten, you can put those over your shoulders and or just use the lap belt, whatever you like. You see all the gauges there looking sweet, all the upholstery's looking great. This thing's even got drink holders in it, man. That's so cool. That way if you have to bring you a traveler, you got someplace to set it. It's got a lot of meat on the back end. Got to put that Coyote horsepower down to the ground. Now, a lot of people ask about these. These are the old lift points that they used to use for the quick jacks back when they used to race these things. Nobody really uses those today. That's not what they're actually set up for. We've got a great looking trunk. And then we have the fuel fill, just like they had back in the day. Dump that big can of fuel in there and get on down the racetrack. All right, you want to hear this Coyote howl? Let's see what this baby will do. I may have fractured the speed limit just a little bit. I love this car, man. What a cool vehicle. And then the Coyote, I drove a GT Mustang as my daily driver for a couple of years. This motor is unbelievable. Of course, that Mustang weighs about 4,200 pounds. This car weighs like 2,700. So if that tells you can do math, this thing is fast as grease lightning, guys. And we can deliver it anywhere in the world. You just give us a call at 248-974-9513. See, you can make a lot of noise, or if you drive it, you know, low RPM, she just purrs like a kitten. Or a coyote, or you can make it howl like a coyote. Now we can also help you out with financing. So call Tom anytime. He'll hook you up with a banker, or you can go on our website at vanguardmotorsales.com. You can fill out an app right online. Now we're gonna put this baby up on the lift so you can check out the underside. We're gonna show you everything you need to see so you can make a great decision on your backdraft investment. Now this has got the extra big foot box, so you guys that are a little bit taller will be able to fit in here just fine. I actually have the seat scooted up. I'm almost 6 foot tall, and I got this seat scooted up, and I'm just as comfortable as can be in here. Just an amazing ride. And I say this on every Cobra video, but it is true. My favorite car to take to a car show. Everybody wants to talk about it. Everybody wants to look at it. And this thing is just, like I said, listen to that thing purr. Now down here on the dash, you can see all the gauges you need right here. Very cool, they do such a good job. Now it's got a starter button, so you turn the key on, hit the starter button, she fires up. We got our, that is the turn off for the battery there. Disconnect for the battery. That way when you're not driving it, you can shut that battery off. Now we're gonna head back to the shop now, where we're gonna put it up on the lift and we're gonna show you how clean the bottom side is. I'm gonna show you that suspension that's underneath this thing, which is just amazing. Now, if you wanna come in and visit, we would love to have you. If you need to fly in, we're close to the airport. If you need to spend the night, there's a hotel right there at the airport. We'll even come down to the airport and pick you up. If you want to send an inspector, we will treat the inspector just like we treat you. We'll get it up on the lift. I'll take you for a ride. All right, we're underneath this baby now, and man, she's pretty under here. Look at this aluminum tank. Look at that TIG weld right there. Tell you what, somebody knew what they were doing and they put this thing together. We got a couple of eyes here, so if you want to strap it down to a trailer, I'd never put this thing on a trailer. I'd drive it everywhere. Now the center section on this is the 8.8 Ford, 355 gear in here, and of course it's posi. Now we got a GT350, a brand new one up on the lift right now. This is exactly the same. The mounting points are all the same. It is an amazing unit. And there's even knockouts here in the cover for the cooler. This one does not have a cooler on it. That GT350R does. Now, of course, all the outboard stuff is all custom to the car. Of course, it is independent, as you can see. It does have disc brakes on it. You see, everything is fully adjustable back here. We got a sway bar up here. We got coilovers holding it up. I mean, everything under here is just absolutely gorgeous. Removable cross member here, so you can get the trans out if you need to. It is a TKO 5-speed. We do have hydraulics here for the clutch. We do have an explosion-proof bell housing. We've got the fuel pump is right here. Everything under here is looking good. Actually, that's a fuel filter. That's not the pump. Everything under here is looking sweet. Oil filter's easy to get to. Then it's got the BMW front suspension, just like all of the backdrafts do. That suspension in the back is unique to the brand new cars, the RT4s, just to let you know that. And oh, it looks like our striper got a little bit off when he did the striping, but of course, only the mice that you run over are gonna see that. That's gonna be about that far off the ground. We got great looking covering here. They put that plastic on here, keep down on the, all the chips. We got tie hooks right here also for you. Now here's our knockoffs. These are so cool. Now this center is kind of a lock, so you spin that off, and then the wires on there basically for good looks. That's what they used to use back in the day. But again, I told you earlier, hit these towards the front of the car to take them off on either side. Always go to the front of the car. 245, 40, 18s up here. And those are stainless pipes I was talking about earlier too. Aren't those pretty? Now out back here, we got a little more rubber. We got to stick some of that Coyote power down to the ground. These are Nittos, and these are 295 40 18s back here. Again, same thing goes with the knockoffs. Hit them towards the front. Guys, let's get under the hood and check out that 460 horsepower Coyote. All right, guys, here she is. 5-liter Coyote, baby. Gen 3, 460 horse. Like I told you earlier, I was driving the GT Mustang up until a couple of months ago, and I drove that thing for 2 years. I put 90,000 miles on it, and it was a rocket ship. And I told you earlier, again, I'm gonna say it again, that car weighed 4,200 pounds, and I believe this car is right around 2,700 pounds. So you can see that is what, 1,500 pounds lighter? So that makes this just that much faster. She is amazing. It looks like Ford Motor Company put this motor in here. It is just a cool, cool setup here. It does have power brakes, and it is manual steering. Let me look down there and make sure. Actually, I think it may be, it is power steering, I'm sorry. There's a power steering rack down there. So it is power steering, it is power brakes. She's a blast to drive. As you can see, that launch in the beginning of the video, I tell you what, my cameraman's hair was standing on end when we got out there, man. I tell you, it is a rocket ship. So give us a call at 248-974-9513 and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this dream in your driveway.